Okay, so I will try to start now. Okay, guys, come here. Now, it says lithium reacts spontaneously with bromine to produce lithium bromide. Okay, so what you need to identify from here first is saying that we have, sorry, you have lithium that is like an element, okay, that will react with bromine that is another element, okay. So once that you have this, you have lithium that reacts with bromine. Bromine is the atomic element. That means, okay, so after, well, you have lithium and you have the bromine. Okay, so you have Br right here. So, but the bromine is the atomic element. I was telling you this, so it has to have a two. Okay, because it is the atomic element. I just said it. Okay, and it says to produce the lithium bromide. Okay, so if it is to produce the lithium bromide is just like this. Why? Because lithium is in the group number 1 and bromine is in the group 17. So it's a positive 1 charge and negative 1 charge. This is 1 and 1. Okay? So until there, that's like the first exercise, just to write the equation from the words. Okay? Now, the next part is to balance the equation. Okay? And to balance the equation, you have to remember this, that you will have these little lines before each compound. So everything you have to do is to try to have the same amount of atoms in each side of the equation. Yes, Angela. What do I need to write there? 2 and 2. Why? 2 here, 2 here. Yes. Why? Because you have 2 of bromine. That's something that you cannot change because that's a molecule. So you need to write the number 2 here. That's a coefficient 2 that will multiply the amount of atoms in lithium and the amount of atoms in bromine. So you have 2 lithiums and 2 bromines here. So you need to have 2 lithiums here because you already have 2 bromines. Now you will have 2 lithiums right over here. Okay? And now you have 2 lithiums with 2 bromines produces 2 molecules of lithium bromide. Well, 2 formula units. Yep. So the next part is to classify the reaction. As you can notice, you have 2 reactants that produces only 1 product. And that's something like this. You got A plus B. It forms a compound that is AB. Okay? And we call to this type of reactions synthesis. Okay? Synthesis. Okay? So these kind of reactions are synthesis. You've got that 2 elements reacts to form one single compound. If you have the opposite from there, okay, like instead of having A and B, A plus B having AB, you have the opposite, like AB produces A plus B, and then that's not gonna be a synthesis, okay? That will be the decomposition, okay? Decomposition, no, because it's the opposite actually. Decomposition. You got one reactant and 2 products, and here you have 2 reactants and 1 product. Okay? Okay, now these are 2 types of reactions. There is more types of reactions here. Okay? There is another one in which you have A and B that reacts with C and D. Okay? Well, wait, before that. Only with C. Okay? That reacts with C, and C is a metal, A is another metal, B is a non-metal. Okay? So what you're gonna have here is that C will take the place of A, and A will be free. Okay? So the result from here is like Cb plus A. These are called single displacement. or replacement. Displacement. Okay, there. These are single displacement. And there are another type that are called double displacement. That is AB plus CD. Sorry. Yeah, there. Okay. Now, in this case, A will get together with D, A and C will get together with the B. Okay. So the result is that you have an interchange of the metal ions in both compounds. Okay. So A will be AD plus BC. No, wait, CB. Sorry.
Why CB? Yeah.
Because C is the metal, B is the non-metal. Yeah. There is another type of reaction that are called combustions. In combustions, you usually have a fuel like methane, let's say it. Methane that reacts with oxygen. You always have this. You got a fuel that will react with the oxygen. Sorry. And it usually forms CO2 and water. Oh, sorry.
Profe, entonces el combustion es el que siempre tiene que tener CO2
Yep, and water.
o O2.
It reacts with the oxygen.
¿Is combustion? Is combustion.
Yes.
It reacts with oxygen and it forms carbon dioxide and water. Okay? You usually always have CO2 or water or both, depending on what type of fuel you have. If it is carbon, I'm telling you. Oh yes. Well, before that, and for the combustion, you can have the carbon, the hydrogen, or both. The oxygen, you always have it because it's part of the combustion, and as a result, CO2 and water is the usual product you have. Now, how do you predict the result of a reaction? I have here. What kind of reaction is this? This is.
On the products.
It is okay. Well, you got.
It does
It will be, well, let's say it like that. It will be a single displacement, okay, because you have an element and a compound, okay. So the result of a single displacement is the metal that is alone with with the oxygen
Why?
and the hydrogen alone,
Why?
because it's a single displacement. You replace the hydrogen with the sodium. Okay, the only thing here is that you have two sodiums because the sodium is in group 1 and oxygen is always negative 2. So this has to be, as the sodium is positive 1, you have two of them.
Pero tengo una pregunta.
Yeah. Now for the next part, you need to determine molar masses. Okay, and in this problem, you need to obtain a molar mass because in some part of the problem, you will need to calculate the grams of the lithium bromide and you need to know the molar mass of the lithium bromide. Okay, so everything you have to do is to go to your periodic table and look for the masses of lithium and bromine. Okay, so if you look for the mass of the lithium, someone can look for it. Of lithium. And the bromine? Okay, so we already have the mass of both of them. Lithium 6.941 and bromine is 79.904. Alright, so you only need to add these two, okay? And you will have the molar mass of the compound We only have one atom of each one. If you have more than one atom, you need to multiply by the amount of atoms you have in the formula. Okay? I mean, if you have two lithiums, you need to multiply the mass of the lithium by 2. And if you have 3 atoms of bromine, you will need to multiply the mass of bromine by 3. But you only have 1 and 1, so you don't have to multiply by anything. Okay? So you only have to add here the 79.904 and 6.941, and that will give you the molar mass from here. Okay, so you have this 86.84 grams per mole. That's the molar mass. Okay, this is the molar mass. Like, this is the molar mass from the lithium bromide.